Hi everybody, once again you are welcome to my YouTube channel, Beta Analytics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to build this wonderful and astonish dashboard using Microsoft Excel 6 analysis dashboard. In this analysis, we are going to be analyzing data. We are going to be talking about the type of chart to use. We are going to be calculating, and we're going to be building this wonderful dashboard from the scratch, and I'm going to teach you how to do something like this. So if you are new to this channel, this is what we do. We build data, we build visualization around data using Power BI, using Microsoft Excel, and also we use Python to analyze and visualize our data. And if you want to learn anything about SQL, we have a video on that, which is starting from beginner to advanced level of SQL. So in this dashboard, we are going to be starting everything from the scratch, and I'm going to be teaching you how to go about it. So let's take the ride together as we continue in this our wonderful journey. So the first thing we are going to do is we go to our data. We can see, and we are going to put our data in a table format. So this is not in a table format, this is just in a normal range. So we are going to click Ctrl plus T, and the Ctrl plus T will give us the access to create a table. So we can see my table has header. Truly, my table has header. You can see the headers here. Then the next thing is I'm going to click OK. So after that, the next thing I will go to insert. Then from the insert, I'm going to pivot table, and I'm going to click on the pivot table. And you can see, and I'm going to, I didn't name my data, so that is why we are having table 2. So that is not a problem. You can name your data immediately you put it in a table. So I'm going to click OK, and I will be using new worksheet. So I'm going to OK it. So this is our pivot table already, and we are going to kickstart our analysis, and we are going to be visualizing and also be doing some calculation. So let's kick the ride starting. To open a new sheet here, then we drag this to the side. So we leave it there. We're going to use, so we have our sheet 2 here, and we're going to name it as the combo chart. Already I've used a combo chart, so I'm not sure if Microsoft Excel will allow me to do that, but let me see if I can reuse combo charts. Otherwise, I'm going to change it to just a combo. So let's see if that is allowed. So that is allowed. Then what we are going to do now is we are going to pick our month. So from our months, from there we are going to pick our sales and profit. So first of all, we pick our month. You can just click on the month. Let's go to the order dates. From the order date, we should have our dates available. So we have our order date. So we click on the order date, or we can just probably move the dates if you don't want to. Probably let's just drag it and drop it at the rows. So we have our date already. We don't need let's remove the order here. So we don't need it. Let's remove the quarter as well. We don't need it. So we have the month order date. So let's remove this. So exactly this is the only thing we need. So the next thing is we are going to pick our sales. So let's pick our sales, and we're going to pick our profit as well, because we are going to use our combo chart. So we pick our sales, So there is our sales. So we pick our sales and put it at the value. So we have our sales already, and we are going to pick the profit as well. So we have the profit also. Everything is perfectly done, so we don't have to decrease anything already. We have it perfectly. So we go to this, then we go to insert. Let's go to insert. From insert, let's go to recommended chart. From the recommended chart, we are coming down to combo. So let's go to combo, and we have our combo chart. And then from the combo chart, we are going to click on the line chart, secondary axis. So, and we click OK. So we have our combo chart ready. We are going to right click on the sum of sales, sum of profit, and we are going to hide or fill the buttons on the chart. So we are going to hide that. Then the next thing is we are going to leave the sum of sales and sum of profit. Let's leave it that way. And we are going to remove. Okay, we have this already. Let's leave it. And let me see. We are going to remove this. We don't want this. So let's remove this. So we have exactly what we want. Oh, let's remove it back. Control Z on your keyboard. This is our line profit. So we already have. Then the next thing we are going to remove the grid line. We don't want the grid line, so that is removed already. We are not going to use a data label already. So we have this. We can just reduce it a bit, and we have it perfectly done. So the next thing is we go to our pivot table again. This is our combo chart. We can just move the combo chart to this, and let's delete this. We don't need it for now, and when we actually need it, we get a new sheet. So this is our combo chart. So we go to our data. The reason why I don't want to copy this is because when I reuse it, especially when it comes to dates, the dates might change and some chart might change as well. So I just go to insert again, and I'm making it a pivot table. Yes, so I'm having a new pivot table, and I'm going to draw this down here, and I'm going to name it the waterfall. So we're naming this the waterfall. The waterfall chart. Or probably we can just make it here waterfall chart. So that anybody that sees it will know that this is a waterfall chart. So this is waterfall. Then we are going to put chart into it. So we have our waterfall chart. And already this name is already taken. So I'm going to use a capital. I'm going to use a capital C. Let me see if I can reuse it. A capital C is already taken also. And probably let me put everything together and see if it will work. Okay, it will work exactly that way. So we are going to use we are going to analyze the waterfall here. And in the waterfall, we only need our company. We need our category, the company category, and we also need our sum of profit. So we are picking our category first. Let's go to where the category is, and if you find a bit difficult seeing it, you can just search for it, category. So we have our category, and we let's put our category in the row. So we have our category, which is furniture, office supplies, technology. These are the three categories. Then we have our profits. Already we can just pick our profit from here. So you scroll down, we have our profits, and we have everything settled. So we go to insert. Then we go to recommended chart. From the recommended chart, we are going to pick a waterfall. So As you can see, you can't create this chart type with a data inside a pivot table. So please select a different excuse me. Please select a different chart type or copy the data outside the pivot table. So what we are going to do is we are going to copy the data outside pivot table. So we are going to just copy according to what the instruction that he has given us. Control C, and let's come to here and paste. So let's go back home and let's use paste special. So, and I believe this time around it should work. So escape key to remove that. So let's go back to our chart now and let's include our charts. Okay, we can just make this bold for people to see that this is the heading. So we go back to our insert. From the insert, we go to the recommended chart, and from the recommended chart, we go to all chart. Then we go to the waterfall. Then okay. So we have the waterfall chart already available. So that is actually nice. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to hide some things. We don't actually need the legend. So let's just remove the legend out of it. And we don't need the grid lines as well. So let's remove the grid lines also. So so we have our chart already, and we're going to remove the title. We don't actually need the title. We remove the title as well. I'm going back to the combo. Let me see if I had a title. No title. So because we are actually going to add a title, so we are going to just, then the next thing is click left side, and let's click on this alone, and you use Control plus 1 on your keyboard. Control plus 1, it will open. So we want to set this alone. We want to set it to set as tutu. So we want to set this as tutu. As you can see, we have it set as tutu. So we have that already. We can close it. Then we also go to our values. From the values, let's go to our number. Let's go to home. And from this, I want us to reduce this to the only thing we can just do is let's come back here and let's change this to currency. You can just click outside here and we're making it a currency. Let's go for a currency, and which currency should we use? Let's use euro. So let's go down and let's scroll down a bit as well. So we are going to use this, and we should decrease it decimal. Let me see if it doesn't really, that should be okay. So we have exactly what we wanted. So we put this, be careful. So we put this to the side. So we are done with our combo chart. So the next thing is we are going to our pie chart, and from the pie chart, let's go back to our data. You know, if peradventure you've watched one of my videos, you can see where I normally copy. We can change whatever we want to change from here. We can from here Control Shift key, and we have it as our pie chart. So I'm just going to make it a pie because already I've used pie chart, and so Excel might not allow me to do that again. So I'm going to click on this, and we don't need this any longer, so we can actually clear everything away. It's not needed. Clear format. So clear everything. clear content. So we don't need this as well. We can actually remove this clear content as well. So everything is gone. So we go back to this. So in case you click on this and your pivot field doesn't open, just right click. You can just right click and go to here. It will be show field list. In my own case, it's showing hide field list, but your own case it will be showing show field list. In case you click on this and you couldn't find it, it might be you've already hide it. So my phone is already open and it's asking me to hide, which I'm not going to hide because I'm still actually using it. So the next thing is we go to our pie chart. From the pie chart, the only thing we don't actually need is we don't, I think we are using everything for our pie chart, so that is good. We can just pick it like that and we have exactly what we wanted. So let's click on our data and let's go to recommended charts. So go to insert. From the insert and go to recommended charts. You can as well pick a pie chart from here if you want. So we are going to pick a pie chart and we are going to click OK. So we have our chart already available. So we have our furniture, we have our office supplies, and we have our technologies. So, and the next thing we are going to do is we are just going to right click here and go to add data label. So we have it, our data label, and we are going to reduce this. And we are not going to use dodges, we need a percentage of this. So what we are going to do is we go back to this and we are going to remove the profits and we are going to put the sales. We're going to put the sales, and from the sales, let's go right click and go to value field settings. From the value field settings, go to show value as, click there and go to no calculation, show value as, and we are going to use percentage of grand total. So we have it like that and click OK. So we have the percentage already. Then we can right click now and we can add data label. So exactly that is what we actually want. So we can just make it, probably we name this as our, let's leave it now. For now, we're not going to name anything. Hide this, and go to hide all field buttons on chart. So we hide that. So we have this already. So we can just minimize this a bit and we have it down here. So the next thing is we are not going to use copy. I'm just showing you that we can as well use our copy, but in this case we are not going to use copy. We are going to our data and we are going to make a new pivot table. So from there, let's remove this actually and let's go to insert and let's make a new pivot table here. And this, let's draw it back here. And we're going to make it our map. And in our map, we need the states, we need the sales, we need the percentage of, we need the profit, and we need the percentage of sales. So these are the things we're actually going to use in our chart. So the first thing is we are picking the state. Let's go for the state. We pick our state. This is the state. We have the state already. Then the next thing is we have our sum of sales. We have our state and we have our sum of sales. So we want to see which of the states actually bought more of our goods. So we have it here. So the next thing is we just have to click and go to map. Where can we find the map? We go back to our insert, and from our insert we are going to just click on this map. So you can see we are using this map, but it's telling us you can't create this chart type with data inside the pivot table. Please select a different chart type or copy the data outside the pivot table. So what we are going to do is we are going to copy again, because already he has advised us to copy, like the waterfall that we couldn't use the chart directly. So since that is the case, we are going to copy. Just highlight it, Control Shift down arrow key on your table and on your keyboard, then you copy, and let's come back here and let's paste it exactly beside this, and go to Home tab. From the Home tab, just use place value. Then we can expand this. Then we can also expand this. So just let bold the headers and let's make it bold for people to see. So already we are done. So we can just click on it and let's go back to our insert and let's use our map again. So we are using our map. We have our map already available. So that is the only thing we need. We remove the title from the map and we have everything perfectly as we want. So, and the next thing is we are going to our top 5. Oh, let's name this map. So we're having this as our map. And the next thing is we are going to our top 5. And this is our top 5 subcategory. So which data should we actually use here? Let's copy the map. Control on your keyboard and you drag. Control, just drag with your mouse. Then you have the map. You have it copied. So in this case, we are going to have it just our top 5. I've already used the top 5. So I'm just going to make it 5 top. Just top. Let me see. I'm going to pull it together and let's see if it is work. So actually it works. So let's come back here. We don't need this, so we can actually Control Shift on your keyboard, down arrow, then go to your clef and clear content. We remove the content cleared already, so we don't need this. Let's see if it affected this in any means. No. So we can go back to this. So we don't need this as well. So let's remove the content and let's come back here. So here we are having our sales, so we can actually leave it that way and remove the rows and look for our subcategory. So we have our subcategory here and we are putting our subcategory here. And from there, we need just the top 5. So just come to row labels, click here and go to value filter. From the value filter, go to top 10. From the top 10, we just need top 5. And just have your top 5 already. So we have our top 5 and click OK. So everything is perfectly done. So the next thing is we insert our chart. So let's go to insert and we are going to use a column chart. And let's see, let's go to already he has given us a column chart. So that is a recommended chart for you. So we are picking our column chart and we are clicking OK. So we have it here already. So the next thing is we are going to sort this. Before then, let's hide all field buttons on chart. We had everything, we don't need them. The tutu, remove the tutu, we don't need the tutu. The tutu as well, which is the title, we don't need it. Remove this We don't actually want this. The grid lines, we don't actually want the grid lines. So then you can just right click and let's reduce this. Okay, let's add our delta. Oh, you can see we are having enough of numbers there, so let's this and decrease. Go home, let's decrease it a bit, still with that we are still having it too big, so we click on it, Control plus 1 on your keyboard. So we go to number, then we go to general, which is front format code. From the general we are going to put hash, common, hash, comma in the double quote, and we are going to put our key double as well. And we are going to add. So we have it exactly what we wanted. So we go to our home. From the home we have to sort. So let's click on this and let's go to sort, and let's sort from the largest to the smallest. Exactly what we actually need, and let's leave it away. Is actually good. So the next thing is we need our KPIs. So and our KPIs, we are not going to copy anything. We are going to make a new pivot table. So we can actually close this and let's go to our data. From our data, let's go to insert. From insert, let's put our pivot table. Okay, we have it like that. And the next thing is we draw this closer here, and we are going to make it our KPI. I'm going to put X at the back so that Microsoft Excel will allow me to use it. So what do we need? We need our month and our total sales. So let's go to order dates, and in the order dates, the only thing we need is just the month. Let's remove everything. Then we have our sales. Let's go to our sales. We have our sales here, and we are putting our sales. So we have everything already. So let's decrease it a bit. Let's reduce the decimal. Home, from the home tab, we can just decrease it. I think that is good. Should we do it more? No. Let's increase it by 2 decimal. So that is good. So we go to our line charts. Let's insert currency. No. Let's go to our line charts. Let's go to home and insert recommended chart. From the recommended chart, we are using a line chart. Let's see, a line chart. So we have a line chart already. And in this line chart, hide all this. We don't want this removed. We don't want this removed. We don't want the grid line removed. We don't want this as well remove. We don't want this remove. So we just want to reduce this. That is all what we need, and we put this here. Excuse me. And we put this here. So let's just reduce this a bit. So we have this already. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to copy this. So let's just copy everything into 2 and let's just paste it here. So we have it copy and we have it paste. So let's expand it and escape key. Then we'll come back here And we are going to remove the sales from this, and we are going to put our quantity. So removing the sales, we are having the quantity, so we are putting our quantity. So from the quantity, we are going to, let's highlight everything together and let's decrease it. So we already have it decreased. So the next thing is we are going to insert our line chart as well. So let's go to insert and let's put our line chart, a recommended chart. From there you can just put the line chart. Okay, as usual, we are going to remove this. We don't want it. Hide or field buttons on chart. Then remove this. Also, we don't actually want this. We don't want this. Remove it. We don't want this. We don't actually want this as well. We don't need this. So we just reduce this and put it beside this. So the next thing is we're still going to copy this. So we have 2 more to go. We copy this and we paste it here. And let's just close it. Let's go to quantity. Let's remove the quantity, escape key to remove that. So, and the next thing is we're going to put our profits. Let's go to our profits. We're adding our profit. And the next thing we are going to do regarding the profit, we are going to increase it a bit. So let me come back to here and let me increase it by 2 decimal. Exactly, that's good. So we go to our insert and we go to recommended chart and we are using our line chart and we click OK as well. So we don't need this. So what we do is we right click, hide or field buttons on chart. Then we don't need this. We remove this. We don't need this. We remove this. We don't need the grid lines. We remove the grid lines. We don't want this as well. And this we are removing everything. So the next thing is we just reduce it and we have it here. You can reduce it a bit. So the next thing is we are going to copy this. We are going to copy and we are going to paste. And let's expand this a bit as well. Escape key. And here we are going to remove the profit and we are going to put the other account ID. So let's see, product ID. Let's read forward again. We need the order ID. Order ID. So we have the order ID here. We put it in our value and we are going to have a count. And exactly that is what we exactly needed. So we are going to highlight them all and we are going to decrease it. So everything is decreased already. So the next thing is we are going to insert the line chart as well. So go to insert, recommended chart and go to line chart and click OK. And we remove this, hide, then remove this, we don't want it, remove this, we don't want it, remove this, we don't want it, remove this, we don't want it. So the next thing is we reduce this in this format and then we have it here already. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to do some things here and we have our total. So let's just make it equal to this and click. So let's just enter. So we have it here and we are going to put this in a currency. So let's go to currency and let's go to the currency we are going to use. We can actually use different currency. It depends on what you want to. So we are using this, and yeah, well, it's okay. So that is what we are actually going to use, but we are going to decrease it a bit. We are going to decrease it a bit, so that is all it can go. So in the case of the grand total, quantity, also we are going to use equal to, then we are going to have our quantity, then we are going to have enter. So that is the only thing we are going to have. And in our profit, we are going to have the same thing, equal to, then we are going to have this. Then we are going to change it to currency and reduce, decrease. Let's go to here, and let's go to currency, and let's use the same currency that we use for the total sales. And then we scroll down, then we use our euro currency. Let's use this, and let's make it okay, and let's decrease it, so everything is good. Then this we also have equal to, then we use this as well, then we have it as just enter, and we are perfectly done in that aspect. So we don't have anything left. Only thing we have left is for us to just design, go to our dashboard, and this is our dashboard. Remember, this is the original one that we have, and we are going to move everything to our frame. We have our frame. This is, as you can see, we have a frame, a plain frame that we are going to be transferring our charts into, like the one we have in our report. So you can see, so what I will be doing is I'm going to be copying this one after the other, and I'm going to be transferring it to the new dashboard. So the first thing I'm going to start with, the combo chart. I'm going to copy the combo. And I'm going to transfer it to the new chart. So let's go. We have our combo chart here, and that is where our combo chart is going to be. And I'm going to reduce this a bit in order for me to expand this a bit. So that is exactly what I'm about to do. So we also have this. I'm going to do parts, then I'm also going to fast forward the rest. So just for you to see how I did it, so you can as well. The frame also is going to be provided, and if you need it, I will attach it to the video. So what we do is we go to our format. So the next thing we do is we click Ctrl+1. Ctrl+1 should open our format chart area. So we go to field, and we go to color. From the color, what we need is the black text one. So that's exactly what we need. Then for the text, we go to our home tab, and you come to the text area, and we make it white. So that is what we are going to do. Let's see if we have it the way we want it to be. Let me see. So we still don't have it yet. So let me click back on it. Exactly, we have it white. So the next thing is we go back to our field. So we are going to click on this. Go to our field. Then let's go to our border. We don't actually need a line. So we remove that. And let's see. Perfectly, not yet perfectly, so we don't have a border. And let's see, do we have a field? Do you have a line? What else do we have to remove? So we have to remove some things from here, because already we don't have the border has not removed, so we don't want the border. So let me see. So the border has gone. So definitely we don't have the border. It's perfectly good. So the next thing is we go to our map. Let me pick the map, and let me copy the map as well. Then from there, I'm going to just fast forward the rest. I'm going to show you how I did about 3 or 4 of this. So the rest one will be fast forward so that I won't take much of our time doing that. So it's something you can just do on your own. So let me reduce this a bit. I'm also going to reduce this a bit and bring it down here. I'm going to expand this as well. Also expand this as well. So already we have this opened. We go to the field and we are going to make it the dark or black. Exactly, and we go to, we don't want the line, so let's go to the border, no line. Then we go to the home tab and we're having our text as white. That is what we have to do. And let me see if we have it in white already. Let me click out. I think no. Let's put it back and see if they're already in white. So we have that already and everything is perfectly done. So I'm going to do this also, which is going to be our top 5. I think that should be our top 5. Let me go back to the report. Exactly, that is our top 5. I'm going to copy this also, and I'm going to copy this, go to our top 5, and I'm going to put our top 5 here. So we have it here already. I'm just going to expand this and also expand this and also reduce the height a bit. So it is not something really difficult to do. So I'm also going to make it to fall in place with this. So I'm having this as this also. Then I'm going to the fill and I'm going to change the color to this. And I'm going to remove the border. We don't want the border. Then I'm going to our home tab. From the home tab, I'm going to choose the white color. And let's see if already. So that is perfectly. Let me check if we are having the same thing. Exactly, we are having the same thing. So the next thing is I'm just going to fast forward to copy every other ones. But regarding this, I'm not going to copy this. Let me do this for you to see before I move forward. We go to the home tab. We're already in our home tab. Or let's go to the insert menu. Then we take our text box. From the text box, I'm going to draw a simple text box here. Let me move it down. And I'm going to write the formula equal to. Then I will go back to the KPIs. Then I'm going to click on this. Then I'm going to click enter on my keyboard. Already we have this. So I'm going to center it. I'm going to make it centered. Then I'm going to increase a bit. Then I'm going to the color. Also, I'm going to make it the same color. Then I'm coming here and I'm going to make it white. So that should solve the problem, I think. So we have it. So I'm going to increase it a bit. So that is okay. Then I don't want a line. Let me remove the line. And let me click out of it. So we have that already. So I'm going to take another text box and I'm going to write the name sales. So I'm going to have it here and I'm going to write sales. So as the name, I'm going to center it. I'm going to increase it as well. So let me increase it to, that should be fine. I'm going to draw it down. Then I'm going to the fill. I'm going to make it dark. Then I'm going to the color here, and I'm going to make the text color white. So that is all we have to do. So the last but not the least here, okay, I'm going to remove the line. We don't want the line. So let me click out and see. So the line has disappeared. So in case of this, I can actually move this a bit here. So click out. Then I will go back to the KPIs and I'm going to copy this. I'm going to Control C and I will come back to this and I'm going to paste this. Then I'll bring this down and I'm going to reduce it a bit. Then go to the fill color and I'm going to make it dark and I'm going to remove the border. That is just as simple as that. So that is what we just have to do here. So when you compare it to the one I did already, you can see we're having the same thing. Just like this one is more bold, and we can come back here to make this bold. So we can increase the probably like 16 and we can just bold it. And let's come back here also. We can click out and let's come back here and we can also increase it and we can as well bold it. So that is all. So I'm going to copy the rest and I'm going to fast forward the video to copy the rest. So that is just the only thing we just have to do here. So get back to you. Last one, and for the last one we are just going to copy our pie chart. So we move our pie chart, then the last one, then we'll come back to our dashboard, then we paste our pie. So we reduce it. Then we have our color as usual. Then we go back to, okay, remove the border. Then we'll go back to our home tab, the text, and we make the text white. Let's see. Everything is perfectly done. We just have to reduce this a bit to form in between. Thank you once again for taking this wonderful journey with me in building this 6 analysis dashboard using Microsoft Excel. You can see this is really wonderful and astonishing. So, and we use the same frame that we have here, and we actually have the same thing that we did. So if you are able to copy this the way I did it using the same formula, the only thing I did there was I just add hash at the front of it after copying it. That is all. So once again, please, if you find this video interesting, if you find this video useful, if you find this video entertaining and also educating, please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe, please share, and please comment. You can also put some comment to tell me what next you want me to let me make a video on, and probably you have some ideas, some suggestion. You can put it on the comment section. Everything will be fully attended to. Once again, thank you for taking this wonderful ride with me. We are just going to remove this a bit. Let's remove this a bit. I still want this to be a bit longer before we say goodbye for today. So we can actually expand this. Let's move this and let's expand this a bit, and let's bring it down a bit. Then we can now move this back to it. That is what we want to do, and we've actually achieved that. So I'm saying goodbye to you, and I'm saying thank you for joining me in this wonderful ride. See you in the next video.